Well, as many of us head to beaches this summer, a warning about sand and beach safety. Experts say that sand holes can suddenly collapse and become deadly. Recently, I talked to some experts to find out how you can have fun and stay safe.
A day at the beach can go from catching waves to desperately trying to save a life. Digging sand holes or tunnels is something many people and kids do for fun. But experts warn, in a flash, it could become deadly when these sand holes suddenly collapse without warning. The people stuck inside are trapped with little room to breathe. Captain Butch Arbin of the Ocean City Beach Patrol describes what it's like.
When you breathe in, your lungs expand. When you breathe out, they collapse, and then the sand fills in. So it's like being, like a boa constrictor around you. And even though your head may be exposed, it makes it harder and harder to breathe.
Experts like Dr. Stephen Leatherman say that people who are totally covered have about 3 to 5 minutes to be rescued for the best chances of survival. He says sand is heavy and unstable. It can hold together a bit while it's wet, but once you dig a hole, that changes.
Digging that hole, you expose that wetted sand to the atmosphere. It'll start drying out, and eventually it's going to collapse.
Such was the case for a little girl in Florida in February who died when the sand hole that she was digging with her brother suddenly collapsed. In June, a 12-year-old boy in Michigan had to be rescued after a sand hole caved and completely covered him. And this month, a 16-year-old girl in California became trapped in sand with people feverishly trying to get her out. The research shows that most sand holes that fell were between 2 and 15 feet. To be safe, experts say if you dig a hole, make sure it's no deeper than 2 feet and refill it when you're done.
Oh, Captain Butch Arbin says people often say, oh, I'm nearby, I can watch my child. But he says even if you are close by, your kids are digging, it's still not safe. He says he hears this a lot from parents, and he says what they don't realize is that there's a special technique to dig people out. And sometimes if you don't dig properly, you could cause that hole to collapse further, Marcella. All good things to know.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely got to be careful out there. Miri, thank you.